Welcome to the Sleepy C and Big B Show.
Alright, welcome back. Glad you guys made it through our first episode. Here with Sleepy C, and this is Big D's, the Sleepy C and Big D Show.
Week 2, baby.
Week 2. Nice to see that you've survived Black Friday with no criminal record and no medical trauma.
Yeah, so far.
So going back, since Black Friday is such a big thing, we've decided to do a Black Friday Part 2, which is where we are with this. So what did we see? What craziness was out there? Did you partake in any of it? You did not?
I didn't, actually. I could not bring myself to. I did mention in last week's podcast, I was like, well, maybe, if I find myself out and about and, like maybe there's a fucking sign that says something that I just can't turn away. Like, for example, I was very much interested in going to Lowe's, which we actually did go to Lowe's today, and I saw that they had the DeWalt package deal offer. You get like 2 guns, and you get 2 batteries, and a bag to carry it all around in. But luckily I refrained, and I kept my wallet at home. In fact, I didn't even bring it with me. That's your best bet if you're going to go out and about and try and do that.
How was the crowd?
It wasn't terrible, but I did note that there was like people there that were clearly there on a mission. Like Rosa and I were almost ran down by a man that may have been on his way to get doors or wood. He had one of those specific carts that have like the 3 slots that you could put those type of things in, not like an actual just push cart.
As far as shopping, as far as Walmart or Target, did you do any of that?
You know what? We ended up going to Target, or I'm sorry, I went to Target. Was that yesterday? No, that was today, I think. No, that was yesterday. I apologize. So that was yesterday. I went out and about. I really just needed to get fucking cat litter. I was a piece of shit mom, and I did not get cat litter on Wednesday before the craziness of Thanksgiving and Black Friday. And that was my mistake. But I took care of that yesterday, along with somehow finding other things, because that's how Target is. You don't ever leave there with just one item. It's not a one-stop, or it is a one-stop shop, and that's what you go there for, every fucking thing.
You always need the silver knickknacks.
Yeah, it's like
polished silver frame.
They do it now. Right when you walk in, there's a section. It's like a $2 or less section. It's like they have a small Dollar Tree store in their fucking surplus amount of store. It's just there's 20 other billion sections that they have, but they have a section just for $2 items or less, which is a gift and a curse, because I can spend an hour in just the $2 fucking section, just looking at the little miniature notebooks, knickknacks, erasers in surplus amount, like a package of 15 or whatever, like the pencil topper erasers.
No one owns the pencils anymore, but at least you can get the erasers for
it. Right, and then you can get them, and then you can just hold them in your hand maybe, and just go, just gently,
Perfect.
Ever so gently, and maybe just don't write hard. Then you could use them by hand to erase.
Use the whole bag just to erase the ink.
Yes, you could do that. I mean, I didn't foresee that coming. They do make those pens that are erasable.
Erasable mate.
But I think you have to use a certain eraser.
I'm supposedly, but I think it's just a really strong.
Was that supposedly or supposedly? I'm not sure.
Supposedly, I don't remember. Probably one of each, but I know you don't like mentioning that word. Yeah,
we just talked about this. I feel like the only people allowed to say supposedly in my presence without a slight irking of just insane anger in the back of my head are myself and my wife. If other people say it, I'm just like, you're a fucking moron. But of course, I'm like, well, supposedly that's what he said. No big deal.
And they have to learn to read.
Yeah. I mean, if you can't, that is what I said. You're right. Misquoting on my part. Not only you're a fucking moron, but you need to learn how to read. Because if you knew how to read, you would see that it said supposedly, and then perhaps you would pronounce it right. I don't know. But wishful thinking, and best of luck on your endeavor.
Perfect. So also with part of November, I am doing the November beard grow. It is kind of a flowing mane.
I did notice, and I like it.
Yeah.
It's got not, I wouldn't even call it peppered, because it's not spickle-spackled with different shades. It's like your goatee area is primarily white, like almost Zeus-like.
Right, exactly.
Don't let that go to your head, though.
It was like knowledge. Well, I see you joined in. Yeah, the unibrow and the mustache is growing through very nicely, too.
Right, and mine is more of like a peppered. Like it's like a little bit of pepper shake.
Perfect.
Along with my singular, well, not like I only have one, but the one that stands out the most, in my singular gray hair from the top. That one is
hitting the 1 foot range.
fantastic.
It does.
Yeah, it's it surpassed many other hairs. I mean, brush after brush, it does not pull away. It's really impressive.
Well, I mean, you need to keep it.
And it
so
survived.
yourself.
It survived my hair being bleached. Like my sister, I made sure that she did not bleach the silver fox hair that I have.
Right.
Just the one.
You
there
kept
are
it,
others,
you
but
kept
those
it,
were
pulled
covered.
it aside, and made sure no one touched it.
Yeah. No bleaching was done to that hair. It's like a PETA statement. No animals were harmed. My hair was not bleached. Just that one.
The white hair was not harmed in the making of your.
Just that
hair
one
did.
hair, though. Other hairs lost their lives. They
Love
were,
it.
silver, and then they became blonde.
Nice.
But we didn't give a shit because they weren't noticeable. This one, like I said, and for those of you listening, this hair that I'm referring to, some of you that are listening probably even know which one I'm referring to, but it sticks almost directly up from the center of my head, and it's thick. It's like horse mane hair. This shit's it's not for the weak. It has held its ground. And I think it'll continue to do so for years to come. I think it's going to be my single strand of wisdom. I think that's all I was given. I'm not sure.
It's the importance part. It remembers that's your memory strand.
Yes. Oh my God, could you imagine that if it was cut, my already shit memory would just be tanked.
Right. Dory has nothing on you.
I forget things all the time.
So as far as the Target stores and how were the aisles? Were they completely covered in blood? I mean, was there still body parts laying around?
No blood, but shit was strewn about. That's for sure. It was like it was like a poor home robbery, like where they weren't professionals and they didn't know which drawers to go through, so they went through all of them.
They were looking for the missing videotape? Yeah,
they were like checking for money in the sheets of the bed, and that doesn't even make sense. No. Like that's not even logical. But yeah, it was definitely, there was some dismemberment of the store itself. But, and limited supplies on everything too. Like everything had been shuffled just slightly to the left. You know what I mean? It's like everything moved over to the left. Everything that said it was under this one marking of cost, you actually had to look, and search for it to find the right tag. Also, all of their fucking scanners were down. Like the little ones throughout the store that you can be like, well, how much is this piece of shit before I actually get it to the register? They were all down. All of them said, out of service temporarily.
Yes, because they didn't have time to update the pricing, so you're actually paying more than you were originally, but, with the scanners down, you don't know that because it's not, you can't scan.
Well, they fucking got me. I ended up getting a chess set, a Harry Potter chess set specifically, so I'm pretty excited about it.
So you went in for kitty litter and came out with a chess set?
Well, yeah, I fucking said it already, Big
Did you even
D.
get
That's
kitty
how
litter?
Target works. I did. Luckily, I went in there. So I went in there specifically for kitty litter and razors. That it turns out I did not actually even need because my wife had already purchased them days prior. Unbeknownst to me, they were never removed from the bag, so I didn't see them, did not know. Here we go. Now we got 50
figure.
fucking razors, and so we're set for at least 6 months.
Well, another week when November's over and you start shaving again.
Yeah.
So
well, I mean,
at that point.
Once that's over, but I also in the wintertime I like to get a nice coat.
True.
It's cold.
Yeah.
I am a cold-bodied person. I've been told it's possibly because I'm anemic or iron deficient. Either way, neither here nor there. I'm a cold-bodied person. That being said, I like the extra leg hair. It's nice.
I mean, you work outside, so...
Yeah, I need to keep up that heat.
You need to keep the warmth, yeah.
I also have a strange amount of foot warmers. And they might work better if I didn't have gaping holes in my shoes, but... we're working on that. One thing at a time.
Sure.
One thing at a time.
It definitely makes it easier when you can keep the air out.
Yeah, well, I actually said that the other day. I was recommending the foot warmers to a coworker.
How do you keep them in without them flying out?
I actually place them on the heel. That's what I do.
Oh, cool. So you stand on them all day long.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's safe. So if anyone here is from the Department of
OSHA or
yeah.
Whoever reprimands people for not doing safe work habits, whatever that company is.
That's got to be OSHA, yeah.
Yeah, that has to be OSHA, right?
Yeah. So not meant to be stepped on, I'm sure.
Yeah, no.
Probably get really warm.
Probably not meant to be stepped on. Well, as long as it's no direct skin contact, which is cool. I put it on the outside of my sock, so it's fine.
Got it.
But standing on the ball, or not the ball of your foot, on the heel of your foot, though, on what's essentially a rosin bag.
Right.
Is just, it's not really comfortable. I'm not a fan of it. It's like a small mound of dirt. But at least it stays in one spot.
True.
Like I've had dirt in my shoes before, and it sloshes all around, and it's always like you're stepping on an uneven section. But at least this is kind of isolated to one area.
And your feet are warm.
Yes. Well, again, They're as warm as they can be with the auto AC that I have set up with these shoes.
Right. So even though you were at Target to buy that, you couldn't pick up a pair of shoes.
Well, they didn't.
They were probably on sale.
I will tell you right now, it's difficult to find shoes in my size. Not only do I need like work style boots for obviously the work that I do, but I not only have small, I just have women feet, and then on top of that, I have small women feet.
So you need a large child, which child?
Yes.
Unless we're in
In
China,
fact,
children don't work.
Right. And I mean, some places in America they do so, but.
Yeah, but sweatshops, they don't really wear shoes.
No, it's not necessary.
Yeah, it's too hot.
If they lose a foot, they lose a foot. It's not a big deal.
As long as their hands still work, that's all that matters.
Exactly my point. That's why they don't need. They can call them stubs. It's fine.
Yeah.
But the hands, that's all we care about. Just don't stitch over the hand.
Correct.
And don't get blood on the Nike print.
Right.
But that being said, speaking of Nike, I can rock a Youth 6 in Nike, which actually is really nice. I get like half the cost on the shoe. Like my wife, she has just a normal size woman's foot. I believe it's an 8. And so nothing, not too bewildering or also not too small.
So she's sturdy. You're the one that has to worry about tipping over.
Yeah, like I'm easily pushed. Don't
luckily,
push me.
Luckily, you have that
to
low center of gravity.
the edge. Yeah, and my balance is so-so. It can be strained sometimes, but I can do an impressive DUI line walk.
Good. Is that from practice or just from?
You know what? I've never actually been made to do it, so I would say it's just from all natural skill and talent.
Lovely. Lovely. The talented Sleepy C and her line walking techniques.
And line dancing, maybe. I'm not even sure. I'm
Well,
probably
dancing,
pretty good at that as well.
Dancing, it's all the same.
We just sum it all into one.
Is it really?
Summit all into one.
Summit. Yeah, I'm not sure. What is it that you're trying to say?
I'm not even sure.
Is this even English we're speaking now?
One. We slump it into one.
Can you say it in Spanish, perhaps? Can you use it in a sentence?
I'm trying so hard. We slump it into
Ladies
one.
and gentlemen, she's just having a stroke. Let's just give her a minute, and
the left side of my face will return to normal soon enough.
Right. She's now Sleepy C. You've become Droopy C.
Until then, until my face reforms, let us carry on.
All right. So as far as Christmas, what do we have going on for Christmas? Have you planned that yet? Do you have the tree? Are you doing a tree? Lights, that kind of stuff?
We will be doing a tree. I'm personally a fan of going and cutting down our tree. I know not everybody's into that. And maybe, I suppose that one could argue that it might be more work than it's worth. But I don't know, something about it. Like, you all go up as a family and you fucking search through whatever trees are decent enough left because the other people have gotten it the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
they're so prepared.
That outdoorsy feeling.
Yeah, and something about it.
You put flannels on and
I mean, to
feel
be
like
fair, I wear a lot of
brawny
flannels regularly. I wear those regularly, so it would kind of just be another day in a flannel, I suppose.
True.
But yeah, something
with a sharp
about
axe.
It. Something about maybe something about cutting it
kind
down. They give you like a dole saw.
Oh yeah, that was
and you
the workout.
You slide it back and forth between hopefully you and
so it's
whoever's
not bring
there
your
to help
own.
You. No, I mean you could. I suppose we could bring our own. We have our own
Chainsaw.
That would probably be too legit, and also maybe a little bit risky. But you got to risk it to get the biscuit sometimes.
Amen.
And if we want the best tree, that's how you got to do it.
You got to cut it down. So I mean, I know it used to be a big thing. I don't know now so much because all the environmentalists and everything. So I know the fake trees, the new in thing, and no tree now. It's just a matter of time. We just start using carrots or something.
Yeah, I'm sure that's well on the way. But I will say, I'm not a fan of the fake tree. I know, I'll tell you this. Growing up, my stepmom, she was a big fan of the fake tree because she'd get into it all wild. She had all the decorations. We literally would have to take a whole day just for tree decoration due to all the ornaments that she had, various sets. And God forbid you put too many of the similar set in one section. That shit's got to be evenly dispersed.
You got to break up the color. You got to have the new ones with the old ones, and don't drop one.
Yeah, and then there's also the like super special ones that they make every fucking year, and they add it to every tree every time. Yeah, and it's.
Have
and
you seen what those cost?
Some of them are outrageous. She would get fucking Disney ones, dude.
Oh,
this broad was Disney crazy, so she would be decked out with
$30 for one ornament.
Easily. I mean that's light. Year. Yeah, that's light even. Like she'd go Disney classic Winnie the Pooh stuff. Oh my God, $50 a fucking ornament. Shit's crazy.
Yeah, I don't get it. My whole thing, and I'm still lost at the whole idea. Who came up with? Let's take the tree that's outside, cut it down, and bring it inside.
So it slowly dies in our home.
And then we'll take all the lights inside and put them outside.
And again, I know that sounds like I'm kind of going back against my feelings on it because, like I said, I am a fan of the traditional cutting down a tree and bringing it into your home. I totally am with that shit. Even though, like we just talked about, it is a slow decaying tree in your home now.
Right, you've essentially killed a tree and you're watching it die in your home. And then you decorate
but with decorations. It's like if somebody if somebody died. I mean, I guess people do that. I guess they do decorate the dead and then.
Yeah, but they don't leave them in their house.
That's true. That's true. They
put water on them every now and then.
Yeah, to sprucing them up.
Right.
Could you imagine if that's how it was like? You just kind of like just to like get the body a little bit less stiff.
Yeah.
Like, after it goes through rigor, it's just like let's soften this guy up a little bit.
Can we get a little bit more of that lotion on there? Yeah.
Throw some water on this guy.
We got that special powder you pour in the water.
And add in some more ornaments.
Nice. Yeah,
He'll look good.
Put some lights around them.
String him up. Oh, that's terrible.
Right.
How did we get this far? Where did we?
Well, we're trying to figure out why a tree comes inside and why you put the lights outside.
Maybe it started with like some dendrophiliac that was like, "Ooh, I'm bringing this tree inside. You want to get it?"
Nice. That's nice.
Nice word usage,
yeah,
too, right?
I was impressed with that.
Dendrophiliac. That's your word for the day, students?
We need our fact finder on that one.
That's a factual thing. Dendrophiliac.
Dendrophiliac?
That's one who does dirty things with trees.
Well, I mean, there's got to be somebody for something.
Yeah, everybody's got a fetish, right? Everyone's got their thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's 2018. We're far from like that. Like dendrophilia is probably the least of our worries right now.
It's probably one of those words that's least looked up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why do you even know this?
It was actually on a movie. I think it's called Can't Hardly Wait. If I'm not mistaken, it came out 96, 97 circa.
That's right.
Had Jennifer Love Hewitt.
You're
I'm a 90s
an old
baby.
Soul. Yeah.
And an old soul, but I'm also a 90s
Been
baby.
told, yeah.
And I also was allowed to watch movies really without parental consent.
Well, most people 80s, 90s was that way.
Yeah.
Not until now that we have to protect everyone against everything.
About everything, yeah. Cover their eyes over everything.
Right. Back then it was G, PG, R. Now it's got to be 13, 14, R, 17, X, and this, and 3, and 4.
And what's worse is like their in-home lifestyle is 10 times worse than what the movie will portray. But
right.
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you can be abused at home. Let's just don't bring it out.
But bringing it back, great movie. I would recommend it. Can't Hardly Wait. Like I said, Jennifer Love Hewitt. Don't remember the main dude's name, but he's in other things that you've probably seen also. Gosh, and now I'm really spacing on it for somebody who's
but
declared
Jennifer
herself
Love
a movie
Hewitt is in
buff.
a movie that has something to do with sleeping with trees.
Well, she doesn't have anything to do with that statement, but it is. It's a rumor basically that spread.
Okay.
Seth Green is in it, and the rumor is about him.
Oh, well, go figure that.
Yeah,
it's probably not even a rumor.
Yeah, his friend's like, oh yeah, and then I started telling people you're a dendrophiliac, and he's like, what the fuck is that? She's like, oh, it's somebody who's has sex with trees, and he's like, what the fuck? Why do you even know that?
I will never look at a knothole the same.
Is that knot hole? You said knot hole. Okay,
yeah,
sorry. I thought you said nut hole. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah,
my bad.
No.
It was a hearing problem.
Test.
Poppin'.
Yeah, exactly. Do you do donations, Goodwill, anything like that?
I haven't yet. Not to say that it's not like that was like
they want us
to
do it at the worst time. You spend all your money on presents, but
and
hey, while you're
broke.
at it,
I'm fucking broke. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go clean up the kids' room and just take a bunch of shit that they're not even gonna notice, and then I'll just take that down.
Empty their piggy banks.
That's probably the best bet.
You know,
we've got a pretty good fund in our house. I saw it. It's a tall crayon bank.
Tell everyone to go fuck themselves for 11 months out of the year, but the 1 month of
now we gotta be best friends.
Now you gotta be best friends and give them everything that you have.
So Rosa and I discussed this. We actually were talking about possibly just being really super selfish for Christmas this year and only getting ourselves things. And I was so with it until I stumbled upon that Target yesterday. And then
Damn
it became
the Target.
Damn the fucking Target. I only went there for cat litter and razors. And
we're still talking about
then
it.
I left with numerous other things, like I said, including, which I don't think I mentioned, but I got a small miniature Sharks jersey for our youngest nephew. Well, not our youngest, I apologize. Our youngest in-house nephew, Ezekiel. I'm super excited. Last year we got Noe and Lando their own Sharks jerseys. And
These are other nephews and nieces?
Yes. Those are the oldest nieces and nephews that we
now,
have.
Well, this was the one that you've been picked out to shop for?
Not yet. So Ezekiel, him and I have a special bond. I love that little kid. But I actually am super excited. I've never been a Nina or a godparent before. My wife has already been a godparent to her nephew, Lando. But we were both chosen to be godmothers to our friend Esther's daughter, Grace. And it's just really exciting because I've never been assigned to a kid before. Of all the kids that I totally am just crazy about, and so
mostly because of restraining orders, or just you've never just assigned to a kid.
I've just haven't been assigned to a kid yet. A critter.
A crit.
So I found myself compelled to buy her this 3-piece onesie set, Sharks set, and it's so fucking cute. I can't wait to see her in it. It's like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to wait till Christmas for them to open that shit up. And I'm a little bit nervous on the sizing. I did get 12 months, and she will be like 11 months when she goes to open that.
Great.
So
then that's the thing I hate. You get a
they're
gift
gonna only
like
fucking wear
of
it for
a
a
shirt
month.
or something, and it's the wrong size or wrong color, and like, oh, thanks for giving me a chore. Now I have to bring it back.
Bring it back.
I'm
Now,
just throwing that shit away.
I was just gonna ask, are you one like I'm a
I
lazy
hate
piece of
clothes.
shit.
I am too.
I won't send it back. Like, if I order something online, that's why I typically don't order anything online.
Well, if it's a gift that's given to me,
that's different.
It never cost me anything, so I'm just gonna.
You're
throw
not
it
hurt
away.
about it,
Yeah.
right?
But I'm not gonna go to the store and resize it and all that stuff.
No.
I never didn't have it before. I won't have it now.
And then you also have to hope that it's just a store that's even in your local area. Like, if it's not, I'm totally not going through the work. Like, I might go and get store credit, but if it's not nearby, I'm really not fucking with it.
Yeah.
But I'm a lazy piece of shit.
I don't need another chore, like I said.
That being said, I won't. If I order something, like I said, I won't order clothing or shoes online, because if it doesn't fucking fit me, I have to hope that it'll fit somebody, which the shoes fucking won't. And if it doesn't, then it just goes to waste, because I'm not going to send it back. I'm like, oh, do I have to put it in a box and fucking tape it up and put
your feet are so small, your goddaughter will probably fit it soon.
Yeah, soon enough.
Yeah.
She is growing bigger by the day. And my goodness, to be honest, all the kids are growing just out of control. I was worried about the clothing. Like I said, I was worried about getting the clothes and them not fitting in a month. Plus, I just can't really wait, so maybe I'll use that as my excuse. Like, well, it might not fit them next month. Let me give it to you now.
Yeah, why not? Get
Yeah.
it out of the way.
And then we'll just take pictures now, and then we'll add those pictures in on the Christmas pictures, like Photoshop or something.
Right.
You can do anything with Photoshop nowadays, by the way.
That's amazing. So you're planning on going to get a tree then, or cut one down?
That's my goal, but I'm gonna be honest, it's really fucking difficult to try to get everybody together for that. And it does take a little bit of time. It's not like you can go. It's not like going down to Food Max and they got them right there behind the gate. You know?
It's like there's some people that do that. And just today I saw a little guy in front of me with the tree.
Little guy, like little person, or just a smaller man?
A smaller man.
Okay.
But the thing that kills me is the one arm hold the tree on the roof thing. It's like,
Holy fuck. That reminds me.
Have you seen that?
I've seen
it's
that,
like,
Dave.
Hey, you've seen him holding mattresses and stuff with just one arm. That little piece of twine.
Nobody carries fucking rope anymore.
Yeah, the twine. If the twine doesn't hold it, my little skinny arm's going to keep it in place.
The worst thing. We went today to Lowe's, and luckily we only left with 5 items when we went there for just one, but that's fine, because the other 5 items we did actually need. But upon leaving, we had... touching onto the holding the Christmas tree up with your one fucking arm because your piece of twine isn't holding the shit
Right.
up on your car, if the car's even made for transporting a Christmas tree in the first place. But
No, it's
speaking,
not. They just throw it on the roof.
yeah, I mean typically that's usually like on a
Borrow
Toyota
a
Tercel.
truck.
Yeah, and they're just trying to support it from the side,
Mm-hmm.
and they only came by themselves. They didn't bring a friend to sit in the back and hold opposite corners, nothing
Right.
like that. That would take out too much logical thought process. But I fucking watched a guy. Rosa and I went to Lowe's today, like I said, and on our exiting maneuver, as we were about to leave the parking lot, I told Rosa, wait a second, let's just act like we're like looking at receipts or something, because I had to watch these fucking people. I'm assuming they're man and wife. Maybe they were just dude and chick. friend and friend. Who knows? It doesn't really fucking matter because the guy was trying to tie down this tree on top of they had, maybe it was like a Ford Explorer or something. I don't know. Maybe it was a van. I don't even remember because I was so focused on how terrible it looked that they were trying to tie down this tree with a very thin rope, but at least it was rope.
Yeah.
Okay. But this guy is trying to pull it through on his roof rack that he has. And then he tied it into, or he didn't even tie it into, not yet. He cut the fucking rope in half, Dave. Because he didn't want to pull it through, I guess.
Did he spend the extra money on the netting?
I was like, there were so many other things you could have done. I would have rather him spent money on a netting and done that instead.
Stuck it in
but
the back.
No, he cut the rope in half and then tied it down as best he could, and it just loose. It looks loose as shit. Like, I was like, oh my god, he cut off all that excess rope and they're just gonna try and drive out of here like that. But no, thank God he did use that excess rope that he cut, which is stupid. He didn't need to do this. I want you guys to know that. Like, I'm not great at a lot of things in life, but I can tie things down. Like, I can tie a tree down. I can tie down stuff in the bed of my truck, and it's not going to fucking come undone. Mm-hmm. I'm not like some, what is that, Boy Scout fucking professional knot tire. I can tie like 2 knots, 2 specific knots. Don't know what they are, but I know I can do them. And they fucking stay. I mean, guaranteed. And I don't know what it is. Like, I know it's 2018 and we want to be like all understanding, and some people can do some things and other people can't. Whatever the fuck. But something about watching a man struggle to tie down something to his vehicle just irks me to the core. I just fucking can't stand it. Like,
did it stay on the car?
I don't know.
It fell off.
We had to eventually leave because it took so long. He was fucking flinging over the rope over top and he threw it. He hit his wife in the face or whatever she was to him. I have no idea. It's not like I asked. So that's a bad presumption. Maybe that's his lady husband. You don't know.
Regardless, he was throwing stuff at her face.
So he's throwing the fucking rope over top, trying to get it over this tree so that he can tie it down on the other side. And it's all just so loose. Like, it was cringeworthy watching them struggle to do this. And the fucking poor lady, she's just been standing like, she's got the door open, so she's standing up on the frame of the vehicle and just holding on to
is this one of those tie through the roof of the car?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're tying through the roof racks. We're using the roof rack rails, okay?
Going inside the doors.
And it's just a struggle. It just looks, I was getting sweaty on how much effort they were putting into this.
You're getting worked up now just talking about it.
Yeah, I'm sweaty now thinking about it. It's just exhaustingly
hands are flailing. I mean, you're jumping all over the place.
Yeah, I am very charismatic right now. If you could see me, and there's a sweat probably above my brow. It just again to the core. I couldn't believe it. I literally, and I'm commentating the whole time. I'm all, look at him go, look at him throw look, he's trying to throw it over the fucking whole tree. Look at him pull down barely.
Meanwhile, it's like your wife's just like, can we just go?
Yeah, she's all, you're fucking terrible. You're just talking shit the whole time. But at the same time, it's like, how could you not? Like, we were both watching this agonizingly, painstakingly slow process. And
how much time do you think you sat there?
I hope at least 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Wow.
Probably,
so you were there for 10 minutes.
Probably
watching
10 minutes.
Some guy.
And also trying to not look like we're watching them, too, like, by the way.
I mean, holiday season, you think you'd go over there and help them.
I thought about it, but then you also have to worry because it's 2018.
Yeah.
Even though it's like, oh, well, you never know what some people are capable of, what they may need help with. I get it. But on the flip side, had I gone over there, it would have been some fucking outrage like, I can do it myself. I'm a fucking man. And that shit kills me too. That's worse than...
Well, it didn't look like it. So that's why I came to help you.
Yeah,
I thought you needed a little 5-foot girl to help you.
I wanted to... I thought you could use assistance. Do you need a boost? No. I need a boost. Put me up there and let me fucking reel this in for you.
Yeah.
Because this tree is not going to make it. I think maybe he was scared to, crush the branches, maybe? I don't even fucking know, Dave.
Either way, and once he got home, it was going to be all completely,
because
torn
it's
apart
loose.
because of the
Yeah,
wind.
because it's just flailing through the fucking wind.
We can only hope it fell off halfway.
Like a pirate ship
flag.
flag.
The first big turn, that sucker rolled right off.
Yeah, I'm sure. It ended up like just rolling over and rode alongside their car for the rest of the way, just flailing.
Not only does he have a tree, he needs a body shop work.
Yeah, it's just scraped across the side.
Exactly.
Sick.
That's the way it works.
Just blame it on the kids.
I mean, why not? Hey, I told you not to put Johnny's bike next to the door.
That's what they'll tell everybody at Christmas dinner. They're just like, well,
yeah,
fucking Johnny drove his bike up. All right, Jim, well, how do you get the bike handle marks all the way at the top of the van? Don't worry about it, Steve.
I mean, kids will find a way.
Yeah.
Well, all right, so another one in the books, looks like. anyone that's been listening, please leave comments so we know what you like, don't like, so we can fix and do all our little magic to see, make sure that you're appreciating everything that we're doing here for you. You can as always reach us at our email, which is sleepycnbigdshow@gmail.com. And any closing thoughts?
Let me know if we can get. How about this one? I want to personally ask listeners if you guys are with or against the pop pop, just because I like doing it. It just, I don't know, something about it. It just fills my heart with joy. If you're not with it though, let's get a combating, reason why. Is it terrible? Is it too loud? Am I doing it too much? Pop! I just like it. I'm sorry.